2 days ago, I received the letter from my office saying that I was terminated. The first thing that came to my mind was not like, oh my god, what will I do now? Or the panic or the frustration, but it was a kind of relief. And I'll tell you in a bit like why I was so relieved, but first let's just make some chai because I just need to process the things to tell you the whole story, because I'm happy, I'm genuinely happy that I am not going to work for some time. So, when I first saw this letter on my phone from my company, it stated that I was terminated. And instead of being surprised, I just took 2 minutes and I was just looking at the letter and I was like, fine. I got, the answers that I was looking for. And I'm not being ungrateful here. It's just that I felt so relieved and so grateful. You might think that, oh, I lost my job and I'm being so grateful about it. But yes, I did feel so grateful because the company decided something for me that I was not able to decide for myself. So, I'll tell you what exactly is the story. I came to Portugal a few years ago and I took up a job. I was working, I was happy, exploring the city, but there was something that I was ignoring, and that was my health. In 2019, I started getting a lot of pain in my abdomen and in my periods, and it was a heavy period every month. I ignored it for some time, but then in 2021, I went to my gynec, and that's when I came to know I was going through something like adenomyosis. Now, if somebody who does not know, it's a chronic illness and it just does not let you do even normal things. And that's exactly what was happening to me in my first job. I worked there for some time and then I just couldn't take it because every day was a struggle. I quit that job back in 2023. And then I was just at home, taking care of myself, taking rest, eating good food, exercising, and I was just managing the pain. I had not yet been to the doctor because I knew what it is. And my doctor back in India, she said that either you can have a hysterectomy or I can just manage the pain, or I can have the birth control pills which can help me. But then I was not ready for anything of those things. And I just kept pushing through. And just last year I was like, okay, let me take up a job. I'm really bored at home. I need to do something. I need to get out. I need to meet new people. I'm just being at home, and I was really getting bored. And then I took up this job. I was really happy because I was not working from home, but I was going to office, so I had to travel. And it was my first experience traveling all by myself in this country, although I have traveled alone in other countries, but over here it was like, traveling all by myself, going to work, taking the metro, taking the boat, taking a bus. It took me 2 hours just to reach my office every single day. And then I worked for 8 hours, 9 hours, and then returned back home 2 hours again. So 4 hours in total traveling. And initially I felt really happy and I was grateful that I have a job. There's money coming in. There are people that I meet every day, and I had really good colleagues. I have really good colleagues, I can say, because I am terminated, but my last day is on 5th of July. So I'm still in the company for now, you can say. Okay, so I just, was happy about going out and doing something for myself, trying to find my identity and trying to, earn some money and just, trying to be there. But then again, I was ignoring my health. I knew what condition I was in. I had the chronic illness, and I knew that there could be times when I would just not be able to do things. But then I was like, let me give a try. Maybe things would just be better for me. The first 2 months were like, okay, I can do it. And in the third month, I just couldn't, because the pain started coming in. It was already, but I was just trying to push it and trying to manage it. But in the third month, it was really, really bad. And I just couldn't take it. I took 3 days off for this issue, and I was just home lying in my bed doing nothing but just taking painkillers and resting. And then the fourth month, I was not able to do that again, not able to keep up. And the pain started, really, it started giving me such a bad pain that there were times when I just couldn't wake up from the bed. Even to brush teeth, I would like, oh no, I just cannot do it. And I would be just in the bed, lying there, quietly taking my painkillers with this guy, holding him up and just resting. And then I went to the doctor, and they said that, we know it is adenomyosis, but then this is a progestin only pill. You need to take it for 3 months and it will manage your pain. And I was like, okay, let me try it, since the, last time I did not. So let me try that again. I mean, not again, but let me try that for the first time. I'm sorry, it's very hot here, and if I put the fan, it's going to make the noise. So I'm just not switching it on, but it's okay. So yeah, I took the progestin only pill for 1 month. Like, I took it for 3 months, but I'm telling you the whole story. The first month, the periods were like, okay, and I was not getting a lot of pain. There was pain, but it was manageable. And that's when I felt, oh really, this is so nice. And I'm like, okay, let's go ahead. And I did not take that many leaves the next month. But then the second month, I had heavy periods again and a lot of pain that came back. And I was just like, now what? What now? Like, what can I do? What else can I do? I still took the painkiller. I still took this progestin only pill, and I kept working. And in the third month, I got the periods for 1 month, like straight 1 month and more, like 15 days, 1 month, 15 days. And I was like, what's happening? Now I know that, the body takes time to adjust to this, and slowly you stop getting your periods. But then I did not want this. Like, I did not want the pain. I wanted to go to work. I wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to have a normal body. But here I was taking the pain every single day, taking the painkillers and having the periods every single day. And it is so uncomfortable that you wear these things and go to work, and it's really so frustrating. So I still went to work, and during that 1 month, I just couldn't take it. My body stopped listening to me, and it just said, like, you need to take rest. You need to just stop everything that you're doing and take care of your health. And that's when I started staying at home. I started taking a lot of leaves from my office. And over here, let me tell you, I'm on probation. And you know what happens in probation. They are looking at you, they're monitoring you, they're looking at your scores, they're looking at every single thing. And absenteeism is something that is looked into. And I was taking sick leaves left, right, center. And I couldn't help it, because I would just not be able to get up and go to work, because it was not just the work, it was also 4 hours of traveling. And that would just really kill me, because I was not ready to take so many means of transport to go to work and sit there for 9 hours and take the transport and come back home. I was not prepared for that. And plus I had shifts. There was not a single shift. I was doing multiple shifts, like sometimes 8 in the morning, sometimes 1 o'clock, sometimes 12. So that was again not helping me. And I knew somewhere that, I'm on probation and this is something that my company would not like and they would terminate me. I knew for sure. But they did not. For 2 months, they just kept listening to me and they were like, okay, that's fine. But somewhere I knew that this day is going to come. And finally, that day came and I was at home. I was not going to work. It was already 15 days I was at home. Although I was in communication with them, letting them know my situation. But in the end, it's a company. They want you to work. You are paid for coming to work. And I was not doing that because of my health. And although my company understood my issue, but how many days can they? And this was something like never ending because the pain comes every day. And I understand from their point of view, but I couldn't help it as well. And that is when I was not really surprised when I got the letter from my company stating that I was terminated. It was just not a surprise to me. I somewhere knew that this is going to happen, and it happened. And when I opened the letter, it was just like I took a pause. I was just going through it, and I was like, okay. Finally, it's okay. They decided that for me. I was not able to decide for myself and I didn't know what I was doing, and the company decided for me. So I really felt relieved, like fine, they have terminated me, I understand, but now it's my job to take care of myself. They have taken the biggest load from me and I was struggling with going to work or not going to work, keeping the job up, taking care of my health. And it just decided for me. And I was really very happy thinking like, oh, finally, I'm not surprised. I have a decision which is already made and I'm not going to go to work. And they said that 5th is my last day, 5th of July. And I'm on my vacation, the vacation days. So I'm taking that until 5th of July. And I was like, fine. I need to decide for myself what next because I cannot go on with this. And that's when I decided that I will take care of my health. I also, to tell you, that I had been to the doctor and she said that, in June I had been to the doctor and she said that I requested that, I need a surgery for adenomyosis because I know it's adenomyosis. And she said that, look, that's the last resort. We do not go ahead with surgeries like that. We need to see if there is any other underlying issue and only then we can take this decision. There could be endometriosis, there could be fibroids, there could be cysts, there could be anything, and we just do not want to work on something and then we take off the uterus and later you still have pain because of some other issue. They are right. I do understand because this is not an easy procedure for them to take as well. So she said that we could have an ultrasound and see what exactly the issue is. So I was like, okay, let's see and then we can decide. Now I was scheduled for the ultrasound on 16th of June and on 14th of June I received the letter from the hospital saying that my ultrasound has been rescheduled to August 18th. So it's not even 2 or 3 days later, but it's directly August 18th just for an ultrasound. And that's how things work here in Lisbon. But I was like, okay, I'm not going to run behind all of this. I'm going to go to India because I have my doctors there. They know my history. They know what I'm going through. It's not that I'm going to go directly for the surgery, but I'm going to have the whole checkup done to see whether it's just adenomyosis or something else like endometriosis or anything else, so that I can decide for myself if I need a surgery. And if I do, I will go through it. Because I really cannot take this every single day. I have been on painkillers. It's been over 1.5 months I'm on painkillers every single day and twice a day the painkiller, sometimes 3. Today you might see that I'm looking really nice or I'm in a good state that I'm taking a video, but trust me, this morning I woke up with excruciating pain and the pain was so horrible that it was through my abdomen, through my thighs and my legs, and I had a headache and whatnot. And the thing is that early morning, when I have this pain, I have no choice but to take a painkiller, because there's nothing else that I can do. I have my hot bag and I have my painkiller. And also early morning, I'm never hungry, but just to take the medicine, I have to eat something. I have to force myself to eat something so that I could take a painkiller, and then lie down again till around 1 o'clock so that the pain subsides slowly, and then I can do any work at home, like cooking or anything. So now it's like 8 o'clock. I have a little bit of pain, but that's manageable because I'm so used to a lot of pain that this pain is literally nothing. And so this is the story. And I cannot take painkillers every day because somewhere it could have some side effects somewhere else. And I just cannot keep taking painkillers for another 10 years. I don't know for how long, because adenomyosis is something that it's permanent. It does not go by itself. And I really do not know now whether it's just adenomyosis or something else. So I need to have a thorough checkup. And that's the reason I am going to India, to have a full checkup, body checkup, and to see what exactly it is. And that is the reason I'm grateful, because the company decided that for me. Although I could do that, but I was just so confused between my job and my health. And the body decided that for me, and the company decided that for me. And that's the reason I'm relieved, and I'm really grateful that somewhere someone decided for me. Because I tell you, we really do not want to go through these things, but the body stops just listening to you and tells you, like, I'm going to stop listening to you until you take care of me. And if there is health, there's everything else. Literally, I have noticed that from so many years. If I'm fine, everything else is fine. My job is fine. I can earn money. I can do so many things. I can go out. I can do things freely. But here I cannot. I just cannot. And I cannot wait until my menopause for things to just go away. I'm 41 and I do not know when I'm going to get my menopause, although I'm in perimenopause and already have so many things on my plate. And I cannot wait until my period goes away finally. I cannot wait. So that's the reason I am grateful. I'm seriously very grateful. I know there are many, many, many women like me who have so much of pain and yet they have to go to work because they have no choice. Either they don't have backup or they're just forced to do things. But I really feel grateful sometimes that I have my husband who can earn for both of us, and I can take that decision and I can go take care of my health and come back and then do whatever I want to do, like take up a job or work from home or do something that I like. But I know that's not the case of many women. And I really understand you, because it's not easy to take this pain and to go to work, to manage the house, the children, the aging parents, and so many things. It's never easy. And with this kind of pain, I really salute you, because it's tough. And if you're going through this, please take care of your health. Do anything that your body is asking you to do. Take rest, take a pause, decide for yourself. Here, someone else decided that for me. And that's the reason I said I feel grateful. There are many women who might have lost their jobs for I don't know what reason. But again, I would tell that, there are many doors that will open because that has closed. But there are many, many things that could happen in your life. Maybe a new beginning, maybe a new job, maybe something really new. You could start your business, or you could take a new step. It could be really anything. But that does not mean that, everything is shut down for you. It's just the one job that had to go has gone. So there are many opportunities that will come your way. Just believe in yourself. Universe is always there by your side, listening to you. Here, the universe decided that for me. And I'm going to listen to my body, to my health, to everything that I said no for. I'm just going to take care of my health. And if you're going through, please let me know. What do you feel about this? I'm sorry if you lost your job. It's not easy, I know it. But if there are many women like me in the same situation, I hear you. I feel everything that you feel. And I know it's not easy. Take care of your health because it's really very important. You are the center of everything. If you are there, everything else is there. But listen to your body, listen to yourself. You are important for yourself. And I always knew that, but I was still pushing myself because I was wanting to do something for myself, ignoring the fact that I have so many issues going on. But finally, that day has come when I decide that for myself, and you can too. So I'm really there for you. I'm listening to you. Write your comments. We can have a chat, and if you resonate with this, please let me know. And I'm really with you on this. Take care of yourself, your health, your well-being. That is more important than anything else or anybody else. You are important for yourself. And I got to know that. And I'm listening to my body today.